Hi Aries, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is Sunday, April 26th, 2020. This is a general love reading for the sign of Aries for the upcoming week, which includes the last part of April and the first couple of days of May. So if you're brand new or relatively unfamiliar with my channel, first of all, welcome. Thank you for joining me. There is more specific information regarding my readings and my videos in the description box below. Also, Carmilla is in the background. She's joining us for your reading, hanging out on her cage for now. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you returning to watch more of my videos. So thank you so much for coming back. This is a general reading, so it can pertain to just about anything. Relationships, situations, and or circumstances surrounding home, family, work, school, social circles, communities. If you can think of it, it might apply. Be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards. You can mix and match the roles within the reading. You may be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. My intention is always to reach those that need the message and will benefit in some way, shape, or form. So parts of this reading may resonate for you, other parts may not. Hopefully by the end you'll get something out of it that will be worthwhile taking away from it. And I hope you enjoy it as well. So we'll get started here, Aries, after one more good shuffle of this first deck, and then we're going to see what's going on with Aries in our crazy world today. Hopefully you guys all are doing well, staying healthy, staying positive, filling your time with, if you're not an essential worker, filling your time with things that are moving you forward, making your life progress in some way, shape, or form. That's all we can hope for, right? Until things get back to normal or we have a new normal, whatever that looks like. So let's see what's going on with Aries. Here we go. We're going to start off with the Eight of Pentacles, paired with the Four of Cups in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. The Emperor in reverse. Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. And then the Page of Swords in reverse. So I think that you are possibly thinking about work, maybe your financial situation, maybe how things are running within your job place. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Four, and Ten of Pentacles so far in your reading. So that you could have finances on your mind. You could have your job situation or employment on your mind, reconsidering what you're doing for work, trying to balance things out or make ends meet with what's happening today in the world. You might, to a certain extent, kind of feel free from worrying about it so much because there is a lack of control. There isn't much we can do about what's occurring beyond our control externally, something that is not within our power to change. So again, you could have that on your mind right now. Let's get some more cards on the table, Aries, see what else we can get for you. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. And then the Four of Wands. The Hanged Man. Strength in reverse. Eight of Wands in reverse. Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles, and Sylvester, what are you doing? The cat's walking around here sniffing, and he keeps making, he's a little bit stuffed up. He has congestive issues. And so he's walking around sniffing and making all this noise. I don't know what he's smelling. He stopped anyway. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so Aries, we have King of Swords, King and Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Swords is in reverse in your underlying energy. So I'm feeling like the Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles may be the same person. And there's a sense possibly that something might be a little bit off balanced or might not feel very stable to you. It could be, again, a work or job situation or financial situation. I feel like you could either be worrying about it a lot, thinking about it a lot, or refusing to talk about it. Maybe it's more going on more in the headspace rather than you actually speaking about it. I do feel like this Queen of Pentacles is probably the same person as this Queen of Swords, but I might change my mind. The Queen, in this case, the Queen of Swords in reverse for me is just about someone who is lacking the ability to communicate or being unwilling to talk or unwilling to think about it, possibly trying to shove it out of your mind. Again, I'm getting the sense there might be a little bit of instability with regard to a job or work situation or financial matter. The Queen of Pentacles is typically somebody who is very grounded, compassionate, loyal, somebody who puts others first, somebody who's very capable of taking care of herself and of others. This can be somebody who is a mother or a mothering type of individual. If you are a male, you can embody this kind of energy. Don't forget to be flexible with the gender of the cards. It's just about the energy. It's not about, the gender. And she's paired with the Page of Swords in reverse. So again, the Page of Swords in reverse can indicate something kind of dwelling on the mind, maybe needing to talk about something but not being prepared to or willing to, feeling like the message is too big right now. It's just not something you're willing to talk about. I get this feeling of maybe feeling a little insecure or lacking confidence regarding the current situation, the current state of maybe the current financial state that you're finding yourself in. We also have the Eight of Wands in reverse with the Three of Pentacles, maybe indicating a lack of movement or some obstacles with regard to a working situation, working with somebody, or a job. And then again, feeling a little insecure, maybe feeling a little uncertain, maybe even feeling a little bit of fear with the sense that there's a lack of control over what's happening, maybe how things are transpiring. And then we have a King of Pentacles on the table. He came out right after or right before the Queen of Pentacles. This energy is very similar to the Queen of Pentacles, somebody who's very loyal, compassionate. This can be somebody who's a provider or a protector, father figure. And he came out clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, which is my family card. This indicates abundance, longevity, a relationship of longevity, building a legacy, obtaining goals, lifelong goals, again, abundance, family, home. So I get the feeling that you are one or the other of these, because of the Queen of Swords, for me, is connected to this Queen of Pentacles. I am indicating, Aries, that this is you. If you are a male, you can be this King of Pentacles. But again, I want to remind you to not worry about the gender of the cards. So you could be any one of these energies, regardless of your own gender. But I get the feeling like this is a partner or family member of yours, could be a spouse, someone of that nature. And while there may be a little bit of insecurity surrounding or feeling uncertain, maybe a little bit of fear surrounding a financial or job situation right now, these two are feeling very strong in their energy, feeling like a team, like a pair of people who are working hard to make things run smoothly. Partnership, building this home, building a family, building something secure and positive. So we have the Fool in reverse. And then we have the King of Wands. Ten of Pentacles again. Nine of Wands in reverse. Strength, this time in the upright position. The Star. Six of Swords in reverse. And we have the Lovers in reverse. So we have a King of Wands on the table. I do feel like this is a separate energy. This could represent an individual, a boss, for example, or an individual who's in a position of power, in a leadership role. This is typically somebody who's very ambitious, somebody who is not afraid of a challenge. This can be somebody who manages other people, that other people look to for guidance, for example. I get the feeling like you may have realized or have an understanding that there's a little bit of uncertainty surrounding this person. Maybe things or the relationship or connection between you and this individual have become a little unstable, or you're not clear about the direction this connection is going. I do feel like this is an external party to your immediate family, home, partnership. I do feel like this King and Queen are very close. This person feels a little bit more like an external energy. It feels like this person could be, again, someone that you are connected to in the work realm, and that possibly there's some uncertainty surrounding that situation, either between you and this person, the relationship, or the situation surrounding the relationship. The cards are giving me a sense that there might be a need to rely more heavily on the more immediate connections that you have within your home, family, closer group of friends. I get the feeling like things are uncertain or kind of up in the air right now. There might be some obstacles or delays keeping things going, and I just get the feeling like there is this solidarity within this partnership with this King and Queen of Pentacles. Like they're going to hang on, ride it out, make things work, no matter how hard it is. They're going to put one foot in front of the other and keep trudging through, hanging on to a sense of security, sense of hope, a sense of making it work regardless. Kind of like, you know, as long as we have each other, we're going to get through this. It's going to be okay. Because there is a little bit of a sense of fear or uncertainty surrounding a situation that maybe you don't have control over. Again, you know, I know that our situation right now is this whole pandemic we're dealing with, and a lot of people are in self-quarantine, and a lot of people are either having hours cut, layoffs, or losing jobs altogether. And so there may be a lot of uncertainty in the world in general. I mean, this would be an easy message to read into in a set of tarot cards, but it's really kind of coming through pretty clearly that there are some kind of external forces that are out of your control right now, Aries, and that you do have someone close to you who is a reliable partner, a reliable resource, somebody that you are, you know, feels like a teammate, spouse, somebody you can trust, somebody that can help you work through this, regardless of what you might be experiencing through this uncertainty, whether it be a workplace or financial situation that you might be dealing with, Aries. Sylvester's going to play this game again, where he is going to get put on the floor and he's going to come right back and drive me nuts. But it's the way it goes. And I'm going to see if he wants to go into the windowsill. This would be a nice solution if he decides that he's satisfied here. That's the real question, is whether or not he's going to be satisfied sitting here and leaving me alone, which is not typically the case. So how long are we going to wait together, Aries, for him to make up his mind? You need to make up your mind and not just scratch at the window. Come on, move it. Move it. Keep walking. He's just driving me nuts. I'm telling you what. He was in the bedroom for my first reading. I did Pisces earlier, and it was so nice. I didn't have this distraction that I'm getting now. Here he is, sitting on my lap. Sylvester, you know this isn't going to work for me. It's just not going to work. We can pretend for a little while that it's going to work, but you know it's not. So as soon as I need to start laying out these cards, which is right about now, you're going to have to go on the floor. So Sylvester says, bye, Aries. I'll be back again up on the back of the rocking chair as soon as within 30 seconds of being put on the floor, I'll pop back up. I gave him way too long. 30 seconds was way too long. More like 3. Okay, Aries, back to you. So what I was saying is, it does feel like there's a real solid partnership between this King and Queen of Pentacles, and a lot of solidarity and hope, and feeling like you have, I have to shuffle these again because the cards didn't cut right. The sense that you have a safety net, that you're going to be okay because you've got the safety net. And this could also indicate, I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is out here twice. So you could have maybe stockpiled some resources. Maybe you're a prepper or survivalist. Maybe you're waiting for that zombie apocalypse. You know, you could be... I used to be married to one of those people, so I know what it's like. So maybe you have some resources and you're feeling okay because you're stuck in this situation, but you're okay because you've got abundance. Not just a partner that you know you can rely on, but you know, maybe you have those tangible material goods as well that will get you through these uncertain times that we're all dealing with. Okay, Aries, so let's get this next set of cards out. See if I can cut these right this time. Sylvester's going to have about 30 seconds on my lap before I have to toss him off again. So we have the Ace of Wands, clarifying this Queen of Swords, and now we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. I don't know what got up her, but ouch! But I'm not playing games with the cat and the bird. Nope. Not happening. Four of Swords. Two of Wands in reverse. Eight of Swords again in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. Death in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles, clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. I love when this happens. I know it doesn't add a whole lot of information to the reading, but I still love when it happens. So here's what I'm getting. I'm going to get one more round from this deck. I'm getting this King of Wands is coming into play a little bit more. There's something going on with him, something that feels a little bit fishy, a little bit worrisome. There could be a situation where maybe he's trying to make things right, or maybe something went wrong in the past. This does feel like, again, an external party, somebody you might be dealing with, somebody maybe you're not even necessarily really talking about much, but there's some kind of disruption within this relationship here with this individual, this King of Wands. And it feels like you might be feeling a little hesitant toward this person. Again, this could be somebody that you work with or a boss, but I feel like it's someone external to your family, to your immediate surroundings. And I do feel like this Lovers in reverse indicates something that's gone wrong within this situation with this King of Wands. The Lovers in reverse indicates a significant relationship, a connection that is worthwhile in your life because it adds some kind of meaning, life lessons. There's a reason behind the relationship. It's purposeful. It doesn't have to indicate an intimate or romantic partner, but I feel like there's been some separation or some kind of disruption within this relationship, and I do believe this indicates this King of Wands, and partly because this card is clarifying the Page of Swords, which to me is connected to this Queen of Swords. There's a lack of communication or some kind of disruption within this relationship. I'm not sure that this King of Pentacles is aware of what's going on between you and this King of Wands. If this is sorry, I'm watching the cat because he's tiptoeing through my stuff. He didn't disrupt anything, surprisingly enough. He didn't mess up the cards. He didn't knock anything over. Makes me happy. I'm not picking up specific details regarding this King of Wands, but it feels like there is some kind of uncertainty surrounding the King of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles. It could be, again, this is someone who is outside of your immediate vicinity, a workplace connection, boss, manager, supervisor, someone who's in a position of authority. The King of Wands can indicate a politician, for example. Just somebody who has some kind of role where he's managing others or delegating responsibility to other people, that kind of thing. And it feels like something went wrong within that connection. And you might be feeling a little uncertain, maybe about where you stand with that person. Let's see what else we have, Aries. So we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. And the Three of Wands. The Queen of Cups. Two of Pentacles. King of Swords. Five of Swords. Four of Wands in the upright position. And the Page of Cups. Okay, so it feels a little bit like I think this King of Wands was expecting some kind of energy put forth his way. Maybe, for example, if you were having to divide your time or your energy or your efforts into two places. Let's say, for example, that this is a job situation. This is a boss or someone of that nature. And let's just say, I'm just throwing this out as an example, maybe you're working from home for this individual, but it feels like you're having to put a certain level of energy from this person on the back burner that you're not able to put forth what you normally would, and this person's feeling like there is a lack of loyalty or less effort, and there's uncertainty between you and this individual. And partly, it could be partly because there's a lack of communication, or an inability to communicate, or an inability to, again, make an effort with this individual, but he's feeling a little put out, or feeling a little uncertain now about this connection. You might even be questioning, let's say, for example, this is a boss, this is a workplace situation. You might be even questioning that when things go back to normal, if that's ever the case, will you be returning to this workplace situation, this job? Will you be returning to make a connection with this King of Wands? If there was some kind of working relationship there, I feel like you might be putting your energy, effort, and loyalty and commitment into your Ten of Pentacles, into this connection with this King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles energy. Like you maybe feel like your time and effort might be spent and better spent and more worth your time if you put that energy there. Because this is something that's more solid to you, something that you already have built. Something that has a solid foundation, and that you're willing to put the energy into this connection, into this situation because of the circumstances, and you're feeling like this is going to be effort better spent. Okay, so having said that, and that was a pretty general kind of very mild reading, okay, general mild. I'm feeling also that this could be a third-party situation. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw this scenario out there because this could be potentially true for some of you. This could be a third party that this King of Pentacles doesn't know about, and due to circumstances, and this could be someone that you know from work. And when I say third party, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic third party, but I'm throwing this out there as a possibility because of these two cards. Because I feel like there is a connection here, possibly love connection, possibly romantic connection with this King of Wands, and that you have recently decided to cut contact, maybe stop movement forward within this connection, because things have become uncertain for you. And so there is this sense that you may have stopped communicating or interacting with this individual, or it's just been forced. It's a forced situation because if this is a workplace connection, for example, you haven't been able to connect with this person because of our current quarantine type situation that we're going through as an entire world. So if this is a third-party situation, this King of Wands feels a little bit put out. He feels like you're kind of kicking him to the curb, so to speak, because he's not getting the energy, the attention, the affection, the communication that he might be used to. So I wanted to throw that out there because that vibe is coming off a little bit on these cards. Now, I don't want to... For anybody who's in this committed relationship, King, Queen of Pentacles, this is a very solid relationship. That these two aren't going anywhere. There's something very solid and very positive going on here between these two. And again, it feels more like this is on the Queen of Pentacles side than the King, that she might be bringing back a little bit more of her loyalty, love, and energy into this relationship with this King of Pentacles. And again, it could be something as simple as your work situation, hours, job situation has changed, and you're able to put a little bit more effort into your existing relationship because you're not going to your usual 9 to 5 job, that kind of thing. Or it could potentially be for some of you that this King of Wands is a third party who is getting as extreme as a potential intimate relationship, or something as simple as a connection or friend from work who was getting some more attention from this Queen of Pentacles because you happen to work with them, you happen to be around them a lot, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that kind of third party infidelity type connection. It could just be someone who's not getting the kind of attention or energy that they're used to because the circumstances have changed. So I'm getting that it could run that spectrum of severity, that kind of thing. And then again, it could also be a boss, someone of that nature, or someone who's in a position of power who you normally have more of a connection with that you're just not seeing as much anymore, or you're not putting as much energy into that relationship. So Sylvester, I have like 10 minutes left, maybe 5. Depends on how long this card is. Let's hope it's not 10. So let's get one Dreams of Gaia tarot card for you, Aries, and then wrap this up. Overall, this is a very positive reading. I'm getting a sense that, there's a little bit of, maybe a little bit of fear or anticipation surrounding the unknown. And there she is, my favorite animal in the world, Carmela, the one who bit my finger. Unfortunately, she didn't draw blood, or I would be in a really bad mood right now. She bites hard enough just to leave a dent in my finger. She usually doesn't draw blood. I'm not saying she hasn't drawn blood, because she can. Anyway, Aries. Again, I feel very positive, strong energy from this King and Queen of Pentacles. So it feels good. Whatever it is that you're doing, I feel you're doing what you need to do to make things work in these crazy, uncertain times that we're dealing with. So let's get one Dreams of Gaia tarot card. Okay, and you're going to come off my finger now. Ouch, she has gotten to the point now. She's gotten to the point now, and this isn't good for her, that usually she'd step right onto my finger if she had landed on my head, and she'd get off my finger right away, get off my head right away onto my finger. And now she seems to think it's funny to bite my finger every time I put it up there. So I have to get something unfamiliar to her. In this case, it was the lighter. And if it's unfamiliar to her, she has a little bit of insecurities around objects that are unfamiliar. So she'll step on your finger. She'll do your biddings if you present something to her that she doesn't like. But this is going to be a problem if she bites my finger every time she lands on my head. Because if you're familiar with my channel, she lands on my head all the time, and it drives me nuts. I've been way too distracted by the animals, Aries, and for that I apologize, but they're here. They did this to me the other day, too. I don't know, it's somewhat amusing, but it's really annoying more than it is amusing or cute. Okay, so let's get one card for Aries to wrap up this reading. One card for Aries. I don't know. You know what? I've done probably, I don't know, about 4 readings in the past couple of days. I haven't been doing that many. And they've all been a little bit vanilla, if you know what I mean. Just kind of meh. Not super exciting. I guess that can be good or bad depending on your perspective. But, you know, I'm just kind of meh with these readings. Okay, so we have the 4 of Earth, which is the 4 of Pentacles. It did come out in your first set of cards. And it does have a little bit of a different meaning in this Dreams of Gaia tarot deck. So I will read this card out of the book for you. And then we're going to wrap this up, Aries. So let's see what we've got. You'll notice this guy is building something. He is creating a structure, an arc of some kind. Arch. And he's kind of bloodied and bruised. So he's obviously working hard. He seems content. He's not concerned he's got a giant gash in his bicep. He's like, whatever, I'm still going to put this brick up here. He's got a very pleasant look on his face. He seems happy and content with what he's doing, even though it appears to be very challenging work. And I certainly would pause for a few seconds to put a Band-Aid on my arm if I were bleeding like that. But he doesn't care. He's like, whatever, this is important. I'm going to bleed. Blood, sweat, and tears. It's not worth it if you don't have some blood, sweat, and tears. Okay. Relatively short, half a page, and then I'll let you go, Aries, okay? I know I'm running a little long, but, you know, what else do I have to do? What else do you have to do? We're all in quarantine. We'll watch a little video together. All right, here we go, Aries. When the Four of Earth appears in your reading, a happy and rewarding outcome is close at hand. Remember, however, that the key to completing large or long-term projects is in making slow and steady progress. The key is to put one brick on top of the other, to preserve and continue to build even when you feel you want to give up. It is to remain stoic and positive in the face of hardship, knowing that experiencing frustration, fear, and doubt will only serve to weigh you down and slow your momentum. You have made real and tangible progress. Do not falter now. You are close to achieving your goal or manifesting the outcome you desire most. The Four of Earth encourages not giving up, even if weariness dogs your every move. Take a moment to look back at how far you have come and celebrate what you have achieved. Now, look forward and see that you only have a few things left to accomplish. Take heart, take a moment to rest and recharge, and then continue forward with the same level of dedication. That's it. And you know what? Honestly, it fits perfectly with this reading because that's what I was sensing very, very strongly, is that you have a very solid connection with this individual, something that you've been building for a long, long time, something that you put your blood, sweat, and tears into, and you've created this very solid, strong Ten of Pentacles for yourself, whether this is a home, marriage, family, all of the above, maybe even a business together. There's a significant amount of effort being put forth into this relationship and a little bit less being put forth into an external relationship. And I feel like this Queen of Pentacles in particular is having the opportunity to give a little bit more energy to this than what she's been giving to some external energies, including this King of Wands, which in some cases could be a little bit more of a significant relationship that might be kind of falling to the wayside at this point in time because there's something else more important at hand. Okay, Aries, I'm going to leave that here. I hope that you got something out of this reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment if you want to. I do usually address those or answer them if I can. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. And I hope I see you again soon. Bye, Aries. Take care.